Hi friends, this is Butch at Sand Hollow Homestead, Sand Hollow, Idaho. Thought I'd get out here today. Today's Friday, and I thought I'd get out here today and pick some more squash. And it's not that I don't have. I think I have about 3 cratefuls in the house right now to process. But you know, I'm just trying to jump out here real quick and try to keep up with growth. And as you can see, the zucchini doesn't wait for no man. Well, as you can see, the green beans are big enough to pick, and I assumed they were. I'm going to have to get out here and pick green beans. Right now, I've got enough squash that I better take care of that, and then I'll be back out to take care of these green beans. And yes, there's going to be a lot more again. Now, the corn is still small, most of it, and it's not ready. You can tell by the tassel. And right here is a couple of nice size stalks, and they may be okay. I haven't checked them. And there's a couple more nice ones. They're getting some size on, and I'm looking forward to freeze drying some corn this year. And I'm going to do some of this for my daughter, and then I'll keep a few so that we can celebrate. But that's a nice looking ear. And there is a lot of small stuff. There'll be later, folks. I planted at 2 different periods. This side over here was the first side, and then we did the other side later. So there is going to be a variance in size and maturity. So some corn's going to be late. Oh, there's a fat boy in there. Now, I like that. Ooh, yeah. That is good. Barton's been picking cucumber like crazy over here on his vertical fence. And yeah, he loaded up a bunch of them. I got a drawer full of them in the refrigerator. The beets. Now, these are volunteer beets, and Barton saved them. And they're going to do all right. Well, my electric dehydrator outside has finished. And you can see when you're dehydrating, things really shrink up. Now, I may have some bigger pieces in this batch, but they're gonna shrink up a lot. And I'm reloading these shelves to go right back outside so I can defrost some more. And when they defrost and they're in that really shrunken state, they fit in these quart bags quite well. So I've got a few more shelves to go, and I'll load that up. Then I got to go out to the solar dehydrator and check it out. See you later. These peaches look pretty rough. They're small, and you can see they're very ripe, and they're picked on, and they're pretty rough. Some of them will be tossed into the chicken feed. But if you clean them up real good, wash them, clean them, make them look like this, then you can have a bowl of very ripe, sweet peaches. Now, the folks that gave these to me, these were some of them that they thought would once cleaned up, would give us some really sweet, nice tasting peaches. So yeah, they're not very pretty, but actually they look pretty good. Sure is worth working on them. Since we have quite a bit of corn, either from our garden or from my brother-in-law. We've cleaned it up, and then we're in the process of cutting the corn off. And I'm just doing it with a knife, folks. I don't have a fancy cob cutter, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just doing it by hand. I got one tray already in the freezer. I'm going to do 3 trays of cut corn, freeze it up, then we'll put it into the freeze dryer. And it's my understanding that this frozen freeze-dried corn tastes like popcorn. Has a really good flavor. And I might send some to my daughter. She says that she really likes it. So we're going to try it out. So let's see how it goes. All right, Bart and I just snapped all the green beans, put them in the jars. The canner is going while we speak. Over on the other end, it's starting to heat up, but we got something else going on. Why don't you explain it a little bit, Bart?
Oh, this is just some leftovers after we juiced some blackberries.
That's that pulp, isn't it?
This is the pulp. And Mom's got some ideas, and I think we agree. We want to use this. We don't want to throw it away. Blackberry is pretty tasty, so we got some nice juice. And now we're going to dry this here. And I think the idea was to blend it up into a powder and then add it to whatever we want.
Sounds good. We got some green beans in there too.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and shove them all in all the way, and then we'll put the pillow in. Did it freeze down?
Must have.
Funny. Never had that happen.
Pre-frozen, so.
Yeah, they're pre-frozen. Now just kind of pop it up. Pop it up. There you go. Okay, now there's a black cushion up above. There you go. Shut the door and twist it until it stops. There's kind of a double, there you go. Now on the controller here, we're going to want to hit customize. And then adjust cycles. And we're going to put up the freezing time. Well, 9 hours should be plenty. Matter of fact, I don't even think we need that much. Why don't we drop it down to about 4 hours? And then let's put 15 hours on the final dry. Fifteen. 15. There you go. That's the 15 I was talking about. Now hit done. And now hit start. Okay, the first thing we need to do is check our drain.
Close.
Drain is open, so close it. And it's all right. Now go around the other side. Make sure that the pump is turned on. I'm learning, folks. I'm learning. Not that. Right here.
Yeah, I was just making sure that was
okay.
good too. I didn't want that to come on loose.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's on?
Yep.
Okay, so now continue.
Part 2.
The power of the force. All right, Bart. Thank you. We're rocking.
Now we're on our way.
Now we've got the canner going. All the green beans are processing.
Time to go pick some more.
Oh, no. Give it about 3 days, 3-4 days. And we did put up probably a half a dozen ears of corn. And so we're good there.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I think that's about it for now. Although I've got some squash over here. And I am going to send some to a neighbor friend. Oh yeah, thanks
This
for
is
reminding
the,
me.
Blackberry juice. We did test some out last night. And it is good.
You didn't mention where we put it, did you?
No, testing is good.
Yeah. It goes really good with ice cream too. By the way. But yeah, I don't know how many quarts there is, but there's quite a few over there.
Yeah.
And it worked out real good. But Barton,
Yeah,
we did a good job, and Barton was squishing and pushing, and I was filling and spilling, and we came out good.
I don't know, three quarters of 5-gallon bucket worth.
Yeah.
Or it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a little over 3/4 or thereabouts, you know. Yep. Yeah, and that stuff is so great. I mean, what a flavor. Man. So now Ann has some juice. Oh, there's the other ones right over there on the table.
I know it says salsa, but it's not salsa.
So it looks like there's 4.
There's about 7 quarts. The one didn't seal.
Oh, I see. And we did can some green beans already, so hey, we're moving along.
Yep.
I think we need to be thinking about lunch. Yeah, it's a little late. It's 2 o'clock, so we're going to have to celebrate somehow. Thanks,
right.
Bart.
Thanks. You guys take care.
You bet. Well, today I'm starting to freeze dry some corn. It's already frozen. Froze it in my big freezer. And I'm also doing some peaches. I was gifted with some peaches, so we froze them. And what that's going to do is that's going to reduce the amount of time of freezing. They're already frozen. Gotta get that lined up just so. I'm not left-handed, so I gotta switch hands here, folks. That one went in, and that's going in. Good. So, all of that's in now, and we will put our magic pillow in there, and then close the door. We're going to do our customization. Hello. There we go. Just cycles. We're going to go down. And then we're going to go up on this. We're going to go up to 14 on the dry and 4 on the freeze, being I'm already frozen. So I'm going to try that, folks. There we are. I'm doing a 4-hour freeze because this thing is capable of freezing below 30, minus 30. My big freezer is not. I mean, it'll freeze good, but so we got that set up, and I've got cucumbers to can today. Going to make pickles, and I have a special recipe, and it comes with a guy named Jack, and I think his last name is Daniels, and it's a special recipe. got to get that done. And then my wife was visiting friends, and she was friended with some onions. Now what's funny is I got a garden with 2 rows of onions that are doing great. And we're going to harvest onions for the winter, but this is going to give us some fresh right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to freeze dry it, dehy, or store. I definitely want to store a bunch of onions, but we're going to put up as much as we can because I don't want to freeze it. I don't mind freeze drying, but I want to save as much of the mylar as I can for meals. So I'll probably use these onions in the meals that I'm going to freeze dry in packages. That's probably the way these onions are going to go. Also, I picked some bell peppers from our garden, and already ate some, and in a meal. And that meal I was telling you about that I want to freeze dry, that's where these bell peppers are going to go. So that's the plan. Now I better get down and get it done. While I had the phone running, battery charged, I thought I'd show you. We just painted the bathroom. I call it the stool room because that's where the stool goes. But the ceiling is looking pretty good. I do have to clean that vent up there. It looks horrible. But the wall, all of it's done as far as the trim goes, and it is painted up and looking real pretty. I like this color. My wife picked it out, and we just got it painted yesterday. And now we have to move into the next room. I don't have the light on in that room at this time, but this room here is primer the way it was when they built it, and it looks pretty nasty. So I got to do a lot of cleaning. Once I do the cleaning, I've got that up there and this wall to clean up, and of course the ceiling, and then this wall. But what's really neat is the shower goes all the way up to the ceiling. So it's going to be a lot easier on me to paint the ceiling and get it done. A little bit of trim work right here to paint. The trim is on. Everything is in place. And I just have to get in here and prep this room. Won't happen today. I'm going to be busy. Freeze drying, canning, and shredding. Better get to work.